Good afternoon, and today I have with me Erica. And Erica, you have got to speak, had a great write-up, and just kind of wanted to expand a little bit on that and to start out talking about your event that's coming up and
Sure.
talk about that.
Sure. So I will be co-hosting a webinar through my local dive shop called Force E. We will be talking about the plastic pollution problem that we have in the ocean, and I specifically will be talking about how we can get involved through our local legislation, specifically through the city of Boca. And my goals that I will be proposing through the city of Boca, along with some other people, and how to make our community less polluted.
Oh, that's fantastic. Where can people find information on the event?
You can find information on Eventbrite. You can also search for the event on Facebook. If you search for Force E, it should come up. And we will also post it in the article attached to this video.
Perfect. Sounds good. And I'd like to know just a little bit more about expanding on your interest, specifically tuna.
Sure. So my passion for tuna, for the tuna industry, came when I was in grad school. I studied at the University of Miami Rosenstiel School of Marine and Atmospheric Science, aka Erasmus. I wrote my thesis on the tuna industry and how to create a global awareness campaign around it. Specifically, my thesis spoke about fish fraud. It spoke about mercury levels and ways to educate people from all different kinds of backgrounds, whether you're coming from a low economic background to an affluent background.
And say just really quickly, what would be the most pivotal information you would like to educate people now with this opportunity?
Sure. Just to do your research in any kind of seafood or any kind of food that you're going to be consuming. Fish fraud is a huge issue that we have in the marine world. You think you could be eating one kind of fish and you're actually eating something else. And if you have dietary restrictions or you're sensitive to certain foods, this could be really detrimental for your health. It's also detrimental towards the ocean. You can be thinking that you're eating one species of fish, and actually the way that they're harvesting the actual fish that you're consuming could be extremely detrimental, from the fishing sites to the methods that they're using, or also the mercury levels and other sort of toxins that are within the species.
Yeah, that's interesting. Is this something with the fish fraud, is this prevalent within, of course, with South Florida, but in the US, or is this a worldwide problem?
It's a worldwide issue. One specific type of fish fraud that I spoke about in my thesis was in the canned tuna industry. So you think that you're eating canned tuna, but in reality, you could be eating escolar, which is a deep water fish that has indigestible waxes. So that'll really mess up your intestines, to say it in the nicest way.
And where did you first get this interest level into specifically with tuna?
So I've always had an interest and love for large apex predators of the ocean. My original love came with sharks and the shark industry, and especially with shark fin soup. That they are killing millions and millions of sharks a year just for their fins and creating what's called shark fin soup. Today, they are using sharks for a wide range of stuff, I could say, from dog food to cosmetics to, I've even heard, COVID-19 vaccines. So I've always loved the apex predator, and I just sort of research, what do people don't know yet? Because I felt that a lot of people were researching in sharks, but I didn't hear a lot about the tuna industry. So I really wanted to get my foot in the door and kind of get educated on the subject and start educating those around me.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Um, if someone is really wanting to research, where is a reputable place to go? Because one of the issues that I've found is that there's just so much information, and being able to pull from what's a reputable place and what's, not so reputable.
So the Monterey Bay Aquarium in California has a really good seafood guide. They have an app for your phone, or you could get the hard copy. But the app, you can put in, let's say you're at a restaurant, you want to see if the type of fish that you're about to consume is a sustainable species. So you put it in the app, and it has rankings in green, which is the best, yellow, which is moderate, and red, which is completely avoid. And it tells you why, it tells you the type of fishing methods. But the Monterey Bay Seafood Aquarium Seafood Watch app is what it's called.
Oh, fantastic. And last question. With what we've been talking about with the oceans, and especially specifically with South Florida, any local resources or places for people to get more information that you'd like to recommend?
Sure. I used to work a lot with Gumbo Limbo Nature Center, which is actually the shirt that I am representing today. They are the gurus of South Florida education down here in my mind. And feel free to pick their brains. I'm sure that they would love to talk to anybody about sustainable seafood. And, just turn to your local nature centers. They have so much information, and they love to share, and they love to help others around us. So that's what I can recommend.
I love Gumbo. It's someplace I used to take my kids, and of course they absolutely loved it. And fantastic place.
Yeah.
Um, Erica, you've been wonderful for both here and then in the article. One more time, please give the information on your event coming up, which is on November 17th. And any information you would like to expand upon that as well.
Sure. So the event is November 17th at 6:30. It is a webinar-based program. I will be co-hosting the program alongside Force East Scuba Centers and also Catherine Uden from Oceana. And we would love to educate you guys on the marine pollution issue. And I look forward to helping you guys get educated on how to make local changes.
And absolutely, thank you, Erica, for all you're doing for the community, and especially having your voice out there as part of the advisory group. And it's just exciting to hear your passion for the environment.
Thank you so much, Brian. It's been a pleasure working with you.
Absolutely. Have a good rest of the day.
Thank you. Bye.